My got caught up.
You heard when technology attacks. Hey, come
Man,
on, man.
God damn it.
They was like, we heard that shit you said.
All right, let's get that shit going. So what's
Okay.
going on in the world, God? Put me on, coach.
All right. Well, officially, welcome to the Candid Talk podcast show, where we're gonna be talking about anything from how you are, what you do, to what's going on in the world at the same time, and hopefully, we got at least enlighten, entertain, or overall just give some people some that they really want to hear. You know what I mean? Versus, I guess the PC world. I'm not really PC. People know me for that, but welcome. Oh snap! We got Jiggy in this joint. Hold on, let me add Jiggy up, man. Jiggy. All right. But yeah, the first little topic that I really wanted to talk about. Let me actually bring it up. Give me a second. Hold up. Matter of fact, before I even do that, how about y'all start introducing yourselves if you can? Let's start with you, Miss Matters. How about that? You there? Hello? 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 Oh, she must have took another break. Well, Justice, we can start with you, my brother.
Peace, peace. It's your boy Justice, 34, out here in Atlanta. Skateboard, just a creative mind out here. 5% of it had knowledge of self for like 13 years.
Mm.
All about the social engagements of the human family of the planet Earth. However, I got to focus on the black and brown and yellow. You know, we can engage what I call color people or white people. You know what I mean? I don't care. But at the same time, it's all about love, peace, and happiness at the end of the day.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir.
Well, my man coming through with the positivity. I like it. Jiggy, what up? I ain't seen Jiggy in a minute. Oh!
Yeah.
Hey, fill the people in who Jiggy is, because you know me, I know Jiggy, and I don't want to overdo it.
Well, I'll keep it brief, but my name is Jiggy.
hmm
I go by Jigalodian now or Jigs.
Okay.
I used to live in ATL, of course, for winter, and now I'm in Houston. And I model, I content create, I pretty much do everything. I'm a personal assistant. I think I pretty much do everything. So hit me up for anything.
Heard. All right. So from ATL to Houston, you was originally from ATL?
No, I'm actually from DC, and
Oh,
then
I was
I
about to say, I
spent.
don't remember that.
Yeah, no, it's just that I lived there for what 7 years. I just be like, that's where I moved from. But no, I'm
Fair
from
enough.
DC.
Nah, because the only reason why I said that, because I don't necessarily click up with too many people from ATL. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. But most of the people I'm cool with long term seem to be from out of ATL. Like even Justice. Justice, where you from again, my brother? I think it was what, St. Louis or something like that. Uh oh, people internet connection going slow. Oh yeah, it is what it is. Hold up, buffering. You there? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, man. Where the microphone at is my back button. That's why that keep happening. So I might have to leave my mic off.
Oh, heard. Damn. But where you from though? Was it St. Louis?
Yeah, yeah. I'm born and
Okay.
raised. I'm born and raised out of St. Louis. I've been out here in Atlanta for like 8 years now, 8, 9 years. And like what you something I wanted to comment on something you said before I clicked out, which was like I don't really tap in with too many people from the A either, man. There's some weird energy out here, bro.
That part.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It
That
ain't you.
I ain't gonna style. It's really that part. Like it just be some weird energy sometimes, and or hate. I got a bit of both, so
Yeah,
it's a lot of gatekeeping out here. So
facts.
overall, hey, if people don't
Yeah.
know me, I mean, let me just give them in. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Originally lived in Virginia, DMV for a bit, but I've been in
Okay,
Atlanta for about 5 years now. Ugh, I can't believe it.
okay.
I can't believe it. But yeah, 5 years acting, shooting photos, videos, doing it pretty much all anything creative. We pretty much tap into that. So on this joint, we want to switch tracks. You know, we want to entertain. Also, I'm a comedian. If they haven't seen my skit, please go check me out. But really, I wanted to get some like a real topic going, like in the world right now. This is a real question. I want y'all to think about it before you answer. What do you feel is more important in the world right now? Peace, love, attention, or money? Which one do you think is more important in the world right now? Peace, love, attention, or money? Miss Matters, you back? Hey.
I'll
Yeah.
start off with saying
Yes, I'm
attention
back. Peace,
first.
peace, peace. I'm sorry. I had to get my phone right. I'm
Are you
driving.
good? You good? All right. Well, we was on the topic. What do you think more is what's more important in the world? Peace, love, attention, or money? And Justice was just about to drop it off. What his? Give me your answer again.
I say attention. If you don't got that attention to like yourself, your needs, your standards, you can't. You kind of copped out with the rest if you ain't
Mm.
focused.
So Justice going with attention. Anybody else agree or disagree, or you choose something else? Like, what's your opinion on that? How about you, Jiggy? Let me get your answer.
I agree with Justice, but I think I thought about it different, like in a non-positive way. More so, like people would do anything for attention, and like
That's that's a fact, though.
people will kind of like, because I know you said money, and that was a tough one, but I feel like now people just do shit for no reason. Like this, it's no reason as to why you just did that. Like you just wanted people to see you do whatever it is.
Mm.
Like clout in that sense.
Yeah,
So
cloud
like
fact.
when you say attention, God, like do you mean attention as like our attention, like our like how we pay attention, like what we pay attention to, like as in our perspective to how we can hold focus,
That's all
or
of the
like
above. I can't even style. That's all of the above.
well, I was going to say because when how sis put it, when it comes to attention being people giving us their awareness and conscious energy for the time being, like they clickbait or whatever the fuck. It's
Yeah.
like that's what when the queen's saying that, it's like, oh no, that's cap. That's what we need to gain more control of is what
Mhm.
we pay attention to. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But I think both of those answers still will coincide with the same difference. Like it's
Oh
just
yeah,
two heads on the same like on the coin, right?
right, right.
So I actually like both of them answers because really, when you think about it, like attention is kind of taking over. Because I've been seeing some craziness, and I don't think these people getting paid for the craziness that they actually doing. So it's just like, why would you do that?
Yeah, right.
It's just like, why would you do that? Miss Matters, what you think about it? Like, what do you say? Is it peace, love, attention, or money? You gotta get your input in there, baby. Oh, she driving. We lost her again. Oh my goodness, we losing Miss Matters. We losing Miss Matters. But honestly, I think overall, I kind of agree with you guys. Overall, if it's not attention, it gotta be money.
Mm,
Like, if it's not attention, it gotta be money. And I think most people think that they're gonna be using their attention for the money at the end of the day.
mm.
Like hoping that it leads to money, if anything.
Like so, when it comes to the way you building on it, or like the way you talking about it, it's almost like when it comes to like how these things come into play in the average person's day to life in today's world, it's like
Mhm.
I'll say people want peace first.
Mm.
That's what everybody want at home, a peace of mind, peace of heart.
Do they?
Then but I would say so because if you think about it, what if a dude go get the car, if a girl getting the shots or whatever materialistic thing that costs money to get in the first place, like the bottom line is love. You know what I mean? We doing all this to get somebody at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a fair point.
At least that's how I started thinking about it after listening to y'all talk about it.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. It can really be any one of the four when you really think about it, but it comes down to, I guess that's why I said the world, because
Yeah,
it's like a general. What do most people, the average person, I guess,
yeah.
what do they find more important? And when you said that attention, then she followed up with the attention on the opposite. It changed mine because I was originally gonna say money. Like, yeah, I'm just like I was just like, dang, they right.
Yeah, right.
Like people do anything for attention. Like there's people that go crazy. Like honestly, I'm just share this part because I act, I do the background scene and stuff like that. I don't really like doing that stuff, but there's people that will freeze, flash of themselves in the back and post that joint like they was in the. I'm just like, you wasn't really a part of it. That's you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not knocking anybody that does that. I'm just not one of those people that gets anything from that. So I just don't
Yeah,
understand. Like, is it the level of attention, or did you feel proud of that flash? You know what I mean? But to each his own. But yeah, I think y'all got me with the attention part.
I can see that.
Word. Hold on, who that? Miss Mattis. Hold on.
She was like, I ain't old with it.
Well, let's get your answer while we got you. How about that? What do you think is more important in this world right now? Yeah, peace. Huh, mm. Was that a personal or is that the world though? Mm, mm.
That's facts right there.
Fair enough. I'll take that. You
You
know?
know, as a 5%er, we got the 12th letter in the alphabet is the letter L,
Mm,
and that stands for love, and that means you got to go through love, put you through hell to come out right. You know what I'm saying? And when you got that knowledge and wisdom, you know how to manifest true love, which is understanding. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what you spelled out, Miss Matter. You know, like that was right in exact.
he trying to drop some bars.
You know,
Don DeMarco.
but that's real. That's real shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to love the process, man.
That yeah, dang. I mean, all of those are good, are great answers, honestly. And it feels like if you get love, you get the attention down. However, I guess based on the world, I guess on your worldview, I guess that could change the way you would see that answer anyway. But now let's just change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think is more important in a relationship?
Ooh.
Would that be peace, love, attention, or money? Who want to go first?
Mhm.
I'll go first. I'm gonna go with peace, and that's just because I'm gonna go with peace because like I feel like the love like it'll be there, but like if it's not peaceful, like you really can't focus on the love like at all.
So you going for love?
No, I'm going for peace.
Oh, peace. Okay. So peace in a relationship.
Yes.
I'll say, for my relationship, attention first.
Mm.
I had to put attention as number one. If I were to put them in an order, or you
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying,
like
I'm
that.
not sure if we're doing that or
No,
if
I
we
like that.
could,
Let's do that. Let's
you
do
know
that.
what I'm saying?
For this one, let's do that for this one. I like
Yeah. So with that one, I'll say attention,
that. Mm-hmm.
and then I'll say peace,
Mm.
but at the same time, peace and love to in a certain instance is like synonymous in this instance, and when it comes
Mm.
to a relationship, because it's like,
I don't know, bro. But go ahead.
but I will say I got to be at peace. Like first and foremost, I got to start this off. Everything got to be personal with me first before, you know what I mean, I can extend this to my partner. And I think that's the number one thing a lot of people
Facts.
don't think about in relationships is like the relationship don't create peace, attention, love, money. What was the other one I'm missing? Attention. Or
Peace, love, attention, money. You said it all.
you know what I mean? It's like your relationships don't create these things, but you should have these things going into them. So it's
Mm,
like when it comes to what's important out of the relationship, that's why I would say attention first because I want to be felt, I want to be seen, I want to be acknowledged. And then it's like through that acknowledgement, I feel at peace in the relationship. And then I feel like that love is acquired over time. And then like shit, I've been with my wife 7 years. So it's like I know I didn't love her off rip, but we most definitely had a peaceful relationship. You know, so it's like after a while that love is fostered over time. And I think that comes last, technically. And
pause.
I'm gonna fall back and let somebody else build on how they see it for their
That's
relationship.
pause right there. I like it. I don't even know how I would answer that, man, because it changes. I think it depends on the partner. For me, because personally, when it comes to all of that, what matters to me the most is going to be peace. But at the end of the day, peace can be boring. Peace can be boring sometimes. I ain't gonna stop if I'm gonna keep it 1,000. But peace for me in general, that's what I look for. Uh, I think love overall, I think that should come with time. So if I was to put it in order, I'm gonna say peace, attention, money, and love. Because I'm gonna put love. It's going it's going to follow up or it's not. Like it's going to be there or it's not, in my opinion. And I don't. I was just talking to somebody else and we were talking about looking for like somebody was like, "Why I'm not going?" It was a post saying, "I'm not going to love somebody else until I find somebody that can love me the way that I love them." And I don't believe in that. I'm like, nobody's ever going to love you the way that you love them because that's illogical in my opinion.
Mm,
You're gonna love the way you love, and then if you're gonna find somebody that embrace the way you love and learn a new way of loving, then that's when you mesh together. You know what I mean? And that's a learned process. That's a compromise of beings willing to be together, in my opinion.
mm,
So that's why I would put love like second to last. But yeah, I think money and all this other stuff that attracts the people that the person that you're gonna be with, and
true.
attention I can't even style because I've been on TV. Attention helps.
Mm, right.
I'm just saying.
But
But
like on the flip side of that, I'll
yeah,
say like money is probably the one thing that like corrupts and ruin relationships though. Or
yeah,
the lack of money
yeah.
does out of all those things, you know?
Especially in 2020s and up.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it's very focused on, and I think some people are actually a little bit too focused on that at the end of the day, and it kind of stops you from loving somebody that you probably should have been loving. You know what I mean?
You know?
But hey, I definitely agree. Hey, Jiggy, what your order would be if you put that in order?
So I'm gonna agree with you on peace being at the top. Attention, I'm gonna make that my number two. I'll make love my number three and money last.
Mm.
Actually, no, flip them. Make money, put money before love. And that's just because, like, I'm not gonna be the one that's
So
gonna
you
say
said it the
that.
same way as me.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, 'cause I'm not gonna say that it doesn't matter because it definitely does, but you don't
Yeah.
have to have it all.
Mm.
For sure. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter. And then I agree with that it corrupts a lot of relationships because I literally watched my parents,
Oh,
my
he's sitting down
mom
there.
being
No.
so grateful for who she had to
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden like money starts trending and she's on social media. That's not really their generational thing, but now that they're on
Mm-hmm.
social media too, like we are, she's starting to see like, people getting gifts or like influencers getting showered with these outlandish flowers and stuff. And now she like stopped appreciating the person that my dad is. And
Mm.
now is requiring him to make a certain amount of money that he could never make. So
Mm.
like, I have to put money second to last instead of last because it's important to me too, but I feel like it's important outside of me as well.
I'll actually, and I really love that answer because it's gonna help me segue to one of my trending topics. And I was curious because when it comes to relationships, you just never know what it is for, let's say, your partner or yourself. Sometimes it can change. Like, how do you feel? Are you familiar with the Remy Ma and Papoose situation? Are y'all familiar?
No, I'm
Nah, I
not.
don't know nothing about
No?
that.
All right. Well, surprisingly, Remy Ma just stepped out on Papoose. You know, it was kind of crazy in my opinion because nobody seen it coming. I got a little. Let me share the screen real quick. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. And they was talking about it on all of the social. And it really had a lot to do with what you were saying. And I was just curious, like, why do you think somebody that's been together for so long, holding her down for so long, like, what do you think would push somebody to, I guess, step out on a partner or even to, I guess, break that type of relationship up? That
I
was
think
my.
I
Mhm.
think you actually answered that within like your own.
Did I? All right, break
Yeah,
it down. Break it
shit.
down.
I'm not like you, and you know, God. Like I tell you this all the time. Like we are the best of opposites. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
So it's
told you that.
like,
That's why I wanted you on the pod.
yeah, like peace is not born, or like peace. I don't see that as being born at all. But clearly, I would imagine Remy Ma like got bored and tired and
Mhm.
wanted the new little hot shit. And new little hot shit was filling her, and it was a recipe for disaster, and that happened.
Damn.
You know.
I like what you broke down right there, but I kind of more accounted it to the attention.
Mm,
Young boy was hot, like the one that Jiggy was talking about.
right,
Young boy hot. He getting attention. He getting all the attention that Pat Pooh's not getting right now. He look like he on fire. You
right.
know, so it's like a better. It catches her eye more than I guess the way that Pat Pooh's used to. So I don't know.
Mm,
I kind of. That's why I had these questions. But it can't be. I don't think it's money. I don't think he caught up to Pap yet. Well, he might have. He just got his own battle league that I just checked it out recently because I watch battle rap still.
right.
But yeah, I like what you broke down right there. You probably right about that peace part. He was probably too peaceful. He's too nice.
You know,
He came almost every day when she got locked up for that first year. And like it's in the
type
interview,
shit.
she had to tell him to stop coming.
You know,
Like
so
what
that
type
should
of
already let you know, like incompatible energy type shit. And it's like sometimes people force relationships like that and shit. It just be weird, man. You don't really be knowing what was going on behind the scenes with them either.
Nah, that's a fact too. That's
You
a
know,
big fact. Damn, that was a good point. What you think, Jiggy? Jiggy Pet. She got a whole fist in her mouth. Hold up.
Literally, she had my lip in a chokehold.
Hey baby.
Um, I don't know if it has to do with. I mean, I feel like it's okay for people to grow out of people. And I feel like more people should give respect of kind of just being honest about that versus just stepping out into something. It might not even be a money thing or a bigger and better thing. It might even be just like
Mm,
I'm a different person. Like Remy before jail is different than Remy in jail and out of jail. So
mm,
like the Remy that he knew is probably just somebody different. And I feel like she didn't have it in her to just simply say like, I
damn.
still love you, but I
Yeah.
have respect enough to say like I'm kind of over this, and we have so many years to live, at least we think. And I feel like, why waste time with a person that you just kind of like are grown out of? Like people come in phases, and she probably was just done with it. So I don't really have ill will with the situation, except for the fact that you probably should have just respected him enough to say, hey, like I would like to go kind of live my life and do different because we don't have that much time here. Versus I'm gonna just go do it and be sneaky and then kind of.
Well, she had to. She introduced dude to dude.
Yeah,
That's what the part that got me, Ben. I wish my wife would bring some nigga around and start
bro,
fucking with
that
him.
drink. I'm trying to tell you
Everybody
that's why
off.
I'm like, I hear you, Jiggy, but I hear
Oh
you,
yeah.
but hell no. Like
No,
what?
son. No. That's like mad disrespectful at that point.
But that's
Yeah,
what I mean. Like she didn't have to be disrespectful. She
Yeah,
kind
that was fucked
of
up.
just, I think, made an exit and went about her business.
man, I had a similar situation. It wasn't as like Shorty brought me around and X and didn't say nothing. I'm just like, and that was enough for me. I'm just like, what's wrong with you?
Am I gonna have to fight this nigga? Like, why? That's putting that person in danger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like, do you know me? Like,
like that. It's like that. Yo, I actually got my wife here. She listening in, guys. She might. I think she might want to make a comment.
oh, all
You know
right,
what I mean?
go ahead. I love it. Go ahead.
So is the whole perspective or angle that you're taking with it that like why isn't Remy Ma getting chewed the fuck out for her actions while if this was flipped, Papoose would be shitted on heavy. Like everybody's just okay with this bitch doing this. There's literally no comeback. Even someone on the show is like, fuck it.
Yeah, kind of.
That's not okay.
It's
None
really
of that.
not.
The fact that we judge men like that isn't okay, especially after watching this movie
Yeah, right.
that is
Can,
grotesque,
can you say
but
that
it's
again, please? Can you say what you just said again?
like literally everything.
Nah, the last part where you said about the judging men part so harshly.
Yeah, we judge men so harshly. It's sometimes like disgusting. I don't think that if like it should be we should be judging her just as disgustingly. Like fuck that bitch. Fuck her for doing all that and putting it on national television. Like that's some super grimy shit. But I also don't feed into celebrityhood
Yeah.
and how they like to make everything a show any fucking way. And it's like my I, I don't know. I just have a soft spot for I got a soft spot for the ideals, the dichotomy of our society, the gender roles, what that is for us. And I
Yeah.
think everyone should be held equally accountable.
You know what? It sounds like you got a queen, my man.
You
That's
see
what I'm
that? You
talking
see that?
about.
That's my wife,
One more
guys.
time for the one time.
Yeah. That would bring it in. Shit, she might start getting on here before my ass do.
But nah, that she has some key points right there because it's really that's you see it honestly. You see it in a lot of the guy posters that I follow online. I'll be seeing it. I'll be like, damn, that's true. I don't even be noticing it. But technically, it's a lot harsher when it comes to the judgment or critical or just the standards that they have for men in general. But it's not the same on the other side, especially when it comes to relationship. Like it's pretty crazy.
I'll say this though, like as a man as a like on the objective side, as a man, I would say this could be like it's two ways you can see it. You know what I mean? It's like this could be the karmic cycle of like what could be considered from the 20th century of toxic masculinity ruling Hollywood and media and like corporate America because that was a thing. And it's like now that it is not, it's getting to a point to where the cultural like norms that have been created
Yeah.
are like almost anti or like misandrous at heart now.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact.
You know, and
That
it's like
was like another topic I was talking about. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, it's cool, but it's just like more or less. I just feel like this is kind of like the roosters coming home to cluck for niggas being grimy in the '90s type shit. Now it's 2024, and men acting like females from the '80s. You know what I mean? Like, it's mad weird, bro. Like it's like the whole shit flipped now. So it's like I don't know.
You trying to kill me? Oh,
Oh,
I feel that though.
you know.
But no, that's the God honest truth. Sheesh. But yeah, nah, this world is I gotta say it's definitely like it's a twisted twirl. Like I don't really understand it at this point. And I'm starting to realize when I was talking to one of my other people, they was like, bro, you're a dinosaur, bro. Like you're a dinosaur, bro. You're a new dinosaur. The new dinosaur. Because we
Yeah,
believe in
bro.
a lot of the traditional values. I don't follow necessarily all of them, but I'm like, we could compromise here and there, but this whole flip, what is going on? Like I still like being a man. I want to be man, you know what I mean? I don't want to be anything else. I don't pretend to be anything else.
I'll
So
be I'll be feeling like I think like a few years ago I used to ask people like you feel like a like this I'm gonna say this is like on subject to a point like do you feel like democracy as in government should just be like broke down or do you feel like the people that are in power should just be changed out?
mm,
But I asked this question already knowing the answer. And to me, still to this day, I feel like fuck the whole system, bro. Like the whole shit needs to be broke down and like we need to be more sovereign and localized. And like that means you define reality for yourself.
yeah.
And like basically bringing it back to that part of like the world is more or less becoming more like that.
Mm,
Like people are defining shit for themselves versus us having a common understanding through democracy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you meet people who have never been like challenged a day in their life about the reality of who they are. And when you say, no, you ain't that, or you disagree with them about some shit, they have a fucking panic attack.
that part. That part. Do not disagree with people in this new era. It's not necessarily good for you. Now, these are some great answers. Honestly, I really love these answers that I'm getting. I was not
Yeah.
expecting that. These is bars on bar. Don DeMarco. Sheesh.
Oh,
Oh man, but yeah, nah, that relationship dynamic. If I'm gonna go back to that part, I really can't all the way judge because I don't know the situation. Like I said, just like what your queen said, man, it is a way that is looked at, I guess, negative upon the male. But like you said, that's also indoctrinated in our system in this point. And I guess we could. I guess the idea is to burn that mentality down and to build a new one up. But the
yep.
question I would have is, how do we do that? Where do we start?
What's up, bro?
You said with self?
Yeah, man. You got it. Like I say, my whole we was just talking about that.
That's
We
why
got
I
to
said
kill the
you gotta.
stereotype.
Most people don't. Most people don't focus on self. That's why I was told that we dinosaurs. People that focus or work on themselves is very rare in this generation.
Yeah,
It's a
facts.
victim. It's a victim mentality generation.
Yeah,
I want to blame somebody else for what I'm going through now. Like, whoa, how? If I
yeah.
stub my toe, I'm gonna blame it on the desk. Like, oh, I'm gonna need to sue whoever made this because it's in my way. Like, what? If I trip, it's the ground. Like, what? You wasn't looking where you was going?
Slip and fall takes you like what?
Yeah, if I burn my mouth from eating some hot food because I didn't want to wait, I'm gonna sue the whole shop. Wherever I got it. Like it's that type of world. It's kind of crazy. So
Yeah,
that's the part that be tripping me out overall. But if you saying start with self, like what about the people that don't necessarily look at self? What do we do? Like what do we do for the dinosaurs, the people that do work on self and have to live in this world?
man. That's like,
The conundrum.
but that's like, I think it's like awesome you got me out here because you keep putting me on in a way to where I gotta define like what being a 5%er is as I've been
Mm,
dropping that. So it's like in order to understand what the 5% is or what being a 5%er is, you first have to understand what the 85% is. And the
mm,
85% are the mystery God believers, people that are slaves of a mental death and power, those who don't know the truth and origin,
mm,
basically the masses who are easily believed in those, and basically the non reality, those who are easily influenced and shit. And then you got the 10% who are the people who are the influencers, who are creating these false ideals for people to like more or less fall victim to more or less corrupt their relationships,
mm,
more or less to make them want to quit their 9 to 5 they've been working there for 5 years to follow some idea that no one told them like how to go for righteously. It's just like you following some false blind idea because somebody sold you on that,
mm,
basically getting scammed into believing some shit that ain't true. And those are the 10%ers who are out there who are the scammers now. You know what I mean? And then you got the 5%ers who don't believe in the teachings of the 10%, who more or less live like alternative lifestyles, who show and prove like, yeah, I live in this world with you, 85, 10%, but I ain't caught up on the fuck shit like y'all is, and I'm living with that peace. I live and move with that understanding because I create my own life, my own dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You define life based off your knowledge and wisdom. And it's like that's some rare shit to do, which is why that's the 5%. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when it come down to a lot of the problems or the dynamics you speak about, I hate to admit it, but it'd be kind of easy to write it off like, oh, that's some 85 shit. Because they already being led by the 10% to be all out here on the dumb shit. Or it can be like, oh, that's the 10% putting out there some bullshit to kind of lead us astray. Because we need to be focusing on that love and understanding like Miss Matters was talking about. You know what I mean? But she seemed like a 5% or two because she'd have been through some shit and it's showing proof like, you know what I mean, you gotta love the process. So it's like us dinosaurs be the motherfuckers going through that process. Now that I think about it, to bring it full circle, you know what I'm saying? But like I think another element, and I'm gonna leave it on this and let you take it, G. It's like the 5% is always here to be at service to civilize the uncivil. So it's like those who don't know, those who need to know, we be the ones that gotta, show them what it is, to show and prove. Like, nah, this is what the understanding is, you know. And that ain't always good because the truth hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, boss, I gotta say, that's exactly what this show is about. What he just broke down. Candid Talk podcast. You already know. Try to help those that can't really help themselves or may not know how to help themselves at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
yeah, you just dropped some jewels that pretty much I can't even follow that one up. I'm gonna just let it
So
marinate.
let it sit,
Whoever
you know? Let
able to,
that,
whoever's willing to receive that message or those messages. You actually had a few in there that I think if somebody's actually listening to understand, they'll get something out of that.
you know?
I don't got much left, but I actually do, but I don't want to keep this too long.
It's all good. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want
Let's
to keep
save
it
some
too
more
long.
for later.
So I got exactly. I got probably one more that I really want to ask. I don't know if you're on this topic either, but have you heard about what's going on with TD Jakes and what they're accusing him of?
Uh-uh.
What about you, Jiggy? You heard about that?
Nope. Mm-mm.
You ain't hear about none of that?
No, I don't really. I stopped after I moved. I like stopped following like a lot of media stuff, so I'm like completely in the dark about stuff. Like I don't know what's going on.
Alright.
What that nigga do? What that nigga do?
Woo! TDJ. Let me see if I can pull up a clip. But what they're talking about with TD Jakes, he pretty much been popping up at Diddy parties. They're calling him let me actually get the correct term. A power bottom.
Oh my goodness,
Power
no.
bottom. So hold on, let me find this clip real quick.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Let me actually play this clip real quick. Let me share this clip real quick because we gotta have a reference point. Let me
There's
share.
not gonna be a clip of this man being a power bottom.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
I
okay.
would never show that. No, no, not ever in my life will I be playing that on my.
I was gonna say, I'm logging off.
Nah, man, nah. That's
I would have been, I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
why don't you? After he was accused, and he straight up came on his congregation and said, "I'm not going to address any of the lies," and then had a sermon like that. Like, have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been swallowed? Like I was just like, whoa, not now, TD. Read the room. Read the room. Swallowed up.
He
So
went back
yeah.
to last night.
My question, right? Even though he's being accused of being a power bottom, denying it, etc., there's photos with him and Diddy on his shoulder. Him like it's just weird. Supposedly they was dating and they was in a relationship together, but that's not really what I wanted to ask about. I want to ask, let's say a leader like that being accused of that type of situation, does it take away from the message that he is actually preaching? And
Ooh.
any one of y'all can start. Matter of fact, I want Jiggy to start because I already feel like you about to go off. I want Jiggy to start. Justin's about to go ham. Jiggy, please let me know what you think about that.
I want to say I can't speak much. I really can't say too much because I don't really listen to TD Jakes and stuff anyway. So to me, it doesn't help because I mean anybody that's really in the media the way he is, like I feel like you have different intentions than actually spreading the message. Like I have a hard time kind of like really like tuning into what you're saying anyway. So the fact that you now have accusations like that, I mean, I feel like it doesn't help. I feel like it doesn't help.
Got you. All right. Justice, take it
Yo,
away.
yo, yo, bro, how you gonna lay that on me, man? That was crazy. That was crazy. So I'm gonna be real with you,
Go ahead.
cause we gotta understand it. So I'm gonna just keep it funky and raw, bro, and just share my perspective. And I ain't gonna be. I don't mean to be disrespectful,
All
but
right, well,
like,
just keep it as respectful as you can then.
but this ain't. It's I'm
You want to go ham. I see it.
I high key do, bro. Like I be feeling like mad Christian preachers and shit like that be mad like that though. Like
Mm,
it's a whole movie about that called Hung for Jesus.
it's a movie?
Yeah. That's basically a dynamic of what this allegation is about. The movie Hung for Jesus is about an Atlanta pastor, preacher dude, who's heavy in a community, who has allegations against him having sexual relations with the young boys in the congregation. And the allegations are technically true. You know what I mean? And you see him always looking out for the little dudes and shit like that he be having relations with,
Yeah.
grooming them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would
Damn.
imagine that if you ever listen to Diddy talk and shit, he be on some spiritual shit. You
Mm,
know what I mean? You see what he did to Mace? He
yeah.
turned him into a preacher. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like he got that relationship with that type of mentality. So it's like I see a
Mm,
trend. You know what I'm saying? If anything.
damn.
That's all I gotta say about that. But to answer your question, if he, let's say I listened to I went to a TD Jake sermon. Like if
Mm,
you act like you want to go, I'll be like, fuck yeah, I'll go, especially if it's free. You know what I mean? I ain't paying nothing. And I went and listened. You know what I'm saying? And he said something that touched my heart or mind. The fact that he was a power bottom, that wouldn't mean shit to me. You know what I mean? He said some shit that made sense. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. What he do sexually shouldn't affect what he does spiritually.
mm.
Technically, those two do not have any correlation whatsoever.
I definitely agree with that point. Because like my thing is sometimes it's you can't really listen to them. It's not the messenger, it's the message. So whatever. Hopefully you got something out of it, but
There you
let's
go.
don't follow that person itself. At the end of the day, I just think it's weird when people keep it a secret.
Yeah, right. That part
I
that's the
say live
weird
your
part.
life, live your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But honestly, I don't even know where I stand with TDJ. I done made a whole comedy skit the other week, so I can't even act like act like I wasn't going ham. But
Oh
it was more shocking just the way he actually dealt with it, and then the message. Like, why would you follow it up with that? Like, have you ever been
man.
swallowed up?
Now I gotta
Like,
listen to the whole sermon though. I gotta hear what he was talking about before that happened though,
I
man.
couldn't listen to the whole thing.
I gotta listen to the whole thing, man. Or at least 10 minutes before. I gotta have some
No.
pretext, man.
The delivery stopped me from wanting to.
Said it all.
It killed me. I'm a comedian, so I can't get past it without over. Have you ever been swallowed up? Like, why are you saying it like that for one?
You
Like,
know
why?
that only mean one thing.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like that?
Oh,
Like, have you
that
ever
is
been
hilarious.
like the real deep swallowing? Like, well, you ain't like you. I feel like he was over here claiming like he was owning up to it, but not owning up to it. That's what I felt when I heard that. I was like, come on, now you playing with the media right now. You just
Yeah, right.
playing with the media right now, or he did that for extra attention because that's really what it got.
I
And
guess that was a power move, right?
bottom line,
Bro, I can't. I can't. I can't.
oh snap!
Oh,
But yo, TD Jakes, yeah,
that's
ah,
crazy.
yeah, nah, that's wild. That is wild. Now let's relate it back to where we started. Now, overall, what do you think this is going to affect most in his life? Even though we don't know his life, do you think it'll affect his peace, the love that he gets, attention, or maybe his money? And we're going to end it around here with this topic. Anyone? Anyone?
Well, his attention gonna be up right now.
I guarantee it. Power up.
Oh man, that's terrible.
I think it'll definitely affect with his peace because people online, like people that follow him and then people that wasn't expecting this, they've been tearing him apart. I thought I was bad, but I've been seeing some craziness.
Oh, I bet.
I've been seeing some craziness. I don't know if it'll affect his money though. I don't really because he's been in that big money church business, and I kind of been against that part for the longest because I'm just like it doesn't make sense. Y'all don't even. Never mind. I ain't even gonna get into that's another topic. But yeah,
Yeah.
the big church money gig thing, man. I think it's gonna probably bring more if he does. Especially if he was coming to Atlanta,
He got that Diddy money on him now.
it's gonna be take that money. Like
Especially with the attention being up, that mean the money up.
exactly. So sometimes a negative. That's why I think with that. That's why I was like, either he's playing the gimmick to increase the attention and money, because that message is too close to that
Mm,
alleged.
allegation. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's too close. Like they just accuse you of this, then you gonna come out with this? Come on, bro. So either he didn't read the room or he read it very well, and it was a strategic marketing move, which I think he's a genius for if it was that way. But if not, come on, TD. Sound like I said titty. Come on, titty.
Yeah.
Come on, titty. Titty Jakes.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this episode of the podcast. Just share where people can follow y'all, especially if they want to talk to y'all, maybe hit you up directly. They may have loved something that they heard from you. Justice, where can they find you?
Man, I'm on Instagram at Mucho MUCHO .chi. And Justice Owens on Facebook. I got Living with Kotaro as my face as my profile picture. It's an anime character.
Anime.
Yes, sir.
And Jiggy, let them know where they can find you at.
I can be found at Gigalodian on every platform. That's
Oh, snap.
JIGALODEON.
Okay. You made yourself omnipresent now. I was trying to do that, but somehow somebody had my name. I was like, really? There's another winter? Damn. It's a lot of winters. But yeah. Hope y'all like this show. Y'all know where to find me. If you don't, it'll be in the link somewhere. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for actually joining the panel. This was actually a fun podcast. I want to get in some deeper topics. Probably topics like whenever I was swallowed up. But no, deeper
Yo,
and impactful topics. I appreciate you, Justice. I appreciate you, Jiggy. Miss Matt, I appreciate you. I know you had internet issues, but we're gonna get you on the next one officially. And for the that's it, y'all.
let's get it. Peace.
Peace. All right, much love. Y'all have a great one.
You too, Winter.
Peace.